NBA sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cowan. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Hey. Go.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
This is 2nd and 8.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. Cowan. He's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Cowan. He target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Ready? 60.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Let's go. 18, 60 Bobcats, 60 bucks. Go.
To throw is Ward. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Second and 10.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Here's Ward. And loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Maverick. Come on. Dragon 60. Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. 79 Broncos.
Ward. There's throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the set. Ready? 60 bites.
No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up second down.
The Ravens sit 8-4 now in the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Ward. He's got this to Williams, complete.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens use the only turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Cowan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Tight, 19 tight, 18 Cardinal, 18.
Operating from the gun, Cowan. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Cowan looking left side and has got a man. That's Wilson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going right back to Wilson. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
18, 5 here.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
60 by 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second
18
down.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing now, Ward. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
19 Lion. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Ward now working out of a gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Get it. Viking 18. Ready.
To throw, here's Ward.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop the run around the scrimmage.
And he's blocked out at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Check. 60 Eagles. Hey, check that, check that. Street, street. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos.
Throwing is Ward.
And that is incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Hold the ready.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Press all 80.
Looking to throw. Cowan. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch.
And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Hands it off out again. And he will have a Steelers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready?
2nd and 1. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Cowan. And it is caught. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again. They'll find Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
First down, Steelers.
Hawk 70. Go.
Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80. Let go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but it left him no room to run as he goes straight out of bounds. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half.
Steelers 3.
Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
70 Rangers.
Out of the gun, Ward. Complete to Likely. And they're able to get to him right away, but still down to the 44-yard line with a catch.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Ready, 60 Maverick, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Warrior 70, Dragon 60, Mustang 19, 18 Rattler.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it
They'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Trap 60, trap 60. 18, Pioneer.
From the gun on third down, Ward. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward. He'll try to do it himself. A rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Second and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Third and 5.
Let's go now. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Come on, come on. Buffalo 18, Panther 60, Panther 60.
Operating from the gun, Cowan. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get into pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there.
That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Here's Ward.
Left side, it's caught by Mitchell.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cowan.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
In motion right, that's Metcalf.
2nd and 6.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as they'll get the ball down inside the 30.
That one goes for 8 yards.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Go, Reed, go! Here we go, here we go! Ready?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And out of bounds right around the 20. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 20, here's second and a couple.
Come on, come on. Set. Liking 18.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The offense on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Cowan.
In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Operating from the gun. Cowan. Now a run. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Calvin Austin
From 4 yards out.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Slide for the PAT.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
19 Charger, 19 Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now Ward. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
70 Lions. Ready.
Going for it. Here's Ward.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
On the jump.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing to start the drive. Cowan. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Cowan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Bronco 80. Hawk 70. Hawk 7. Dragon 60.
From the gun on 3rd down. Cowan. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. In motion right is Wilson. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
From the gun, here's Ward.
And this one is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Let go.
To throw is Ward.
Guys man, it's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Hey. Like 19 Lion. 79 Bronco. Warriors, 70. Ready.
To the air again, Ward.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Williams brings it in. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
On the ready.
Now 1st and goal.
Tag. 70 Lions. No street. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
To the air again, Ward.
This is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 3 yards out.
And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Steelers 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard
The
line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That is incomplete.
Well, they need a touchdown. And here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50. But that one falls incomplete.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
He's back to throw. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
A gain of 15.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Back to throw.
That's caught by Wilson.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 2nd down.
He'll look to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Back to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Let's go now. Trap the 60. Trap 60. Trap 60.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can